Welcome to Chung Focus. I'm Nelson Liu. This week we explore the synergistic relationship between the federal and state governments, local governments and non-for-profit organisations in the delivery of support services to our growing migrant communities. Western Australian residents are made up of people who are born from 190 different countries, as almost every country in the world. WA Minister for Citizenship and Multicultural Interests Paul Papalia told Chung Focus, WA is a wonderful place as a result of our multicultural community.
Over the last 15 years, Western Australia has become even more diverse. It was already a strong multicultural community with about 27% of our community born overseas. But in the last 15 years, that percentage, that proportion has grown to 32%. So we can say today that 1 in 3 Western Australians were born overseas.
In 2016, Perth's overseas-born population was 702,545, the fastest growing migrant population in Australia. After England, New Zealand and South Africa ranked second and third highest as countries of origin for residents of Western Australia. The Philippines, Malaysia, Scotland, China, Italy, Ireland and Vietnam completed the top 10 countries on that list. Local governments such as the City of Stirling and City of Gosnells have a significant number of migrants in their population.
From a local government perspective, our demographic is wide and varied. We've got approximately 133,000 people stretched across 11 suburbs. Of those 133,000 people in those 11 suburbs, we have more than 40% who are from and born from overseas countries. To put that in perspective, we have a range of different languages that are spoken at home.
The City of Stirling is the largest local government authority in Western Australia. We have a population of around 220,000 people across 100 square kilometres. So the City of Stirling not only has the largest population, we are one of the most diverse multicultural populations within Australia. So currently about 40% of the population of the City of Stirling were born overseas, and about 2/3 of the population were either born overseas or have a parent who were born overseas. About 1/3 of the population speak a language other than English at home.
Recognising the population increase of the migrant community, both federal and state governments have policies to help such large numbers of communities from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds quickly adapt to their new homes. To many migrants, moving to Western Australia means learning a new language and adopting a different lifestyle. The Australian federal government offers a large range of migrant services and funding programs for eligible organisations to apply. Taryn from the Department of Home Affairs Community Engagement team in WA spoke to Chung Focus about some of the services that help migrants to settle into Australia.
One way Home Affairs supports newly arrived migrants and multicultural communities is through the Fostering Integration Grants program. This program funded community organisations assisting migrants to integrate into Australia's social, economic and civic life, building community resilience, promoting understanding of racial, religious and cultural diversity. Another way Home Affairs supports Australia's migrant communities is through the Adult Migrant English Program, or AMEP, which provides free English tuition to eligible migrants and humanitarian entrants. Home Affairs also runs the Translating and Interpreting Service, or TIS National, which assists people who don't speak English and organisations that need to communicate with clients who don't speak English.
Across Western Australia, multicultural events and community activities take place almost all year round to celebrate this rich diversity. The state government has rolled out several programs and offered funding as part of its commitment to supporting culturally and linguistically diverse groups.
In recent times, we've created a COVID relief program up to $3 million, which has been distributed to 41 community associations across the state to assist in providing direct support to community members during the COVID challenge. In addition to that, we created another $3 million fund called the Community Capital Works Program, which enables community associations to apply for support, maintain or upgrade their community buildings. And what it also does is provide work for local small businesses and suppliers. Of course, we've got our annual funding that we always provide in terms of Community Grants Program. The Community Grants Program supports community associations right across the state to have celebrations and also support their cultural activities and obviously therefore strengthen the community and fill our calendar with events that everyone can enjoy, not just culturally and linguistically diverse communities.
More than 433,000 residents in WA spoke a non-English language at home according to the 2016 census, and Mandarin was the most commonly spoken language. The state government has been financially supporting community language schools for many years.
And of course, one of our great flagship programs is more than $1 million. $1.113 million is provided to our community language schools program, enabling young people right across the state to learn the language of their parents or their forebears and strengthen that link from Western Australia with the countries of origin of many of our Western Australian citizens.
The federal government also rolled out $60,000 worth of grants earlier this year to support the Chung Association to provide Mandarin language classes across Perth.
And we currently have 5 Chinese schools. Every year they receive a per capita grant from the Office of Multicultural Interests to provide high quality educational services to children all over Perth every Saturday. This year we've also received a federal grant to assist in the community language program, which we thank the government very much for.
We spoke to Senator Dean Smith, who shared the importance of preserving native languages across Western Australia's migrant communities.
Languages are so important. They're such a powerful way that we learn about culture, a powerful way to learn about history, and a powerful way to learn about other people's experiences. It's a great opportunity for Chinese Australians to share their heritage with the next generation of Australians, but also for Australians of non-Chinese heritage to learn about Mandarin, to learn about Chinese culture.
Western Australia today has developed a unique identity as a result of this heterogeneous society, and our community is flourishing with cultural diversity and heritage. In the next episode, we'll continue to explore the synergistic relationship between the federal and state governments, local governments and non-for-profit organisations in the delivery of support services to our growing migrant communities.